Since the end of World War II, foreign aid has given both large-scale and small-scale technologies to developing countries in order to improve people's lives. Many of these projects have failed, usually because they haven't considered the complex context into which the technologies are being inserted. These failed projects have left behind massive debt and outmoded e-waste. These projects have often neglected social intersections such as gender, class, ethnicity, and religion, leading to negative side effects and widened gaps between the haves and have-nots. The Millennium Summit in 2000, followed by the World Summit on Information Society in 2003 and 2005, sparked new efforts to bridge the so-called digital divide. One technology initiative that aims to address the goals of the World Summit on Information Society is Nicholas Negroponte and the MIT Media Lab's One Laptop Per Child project. The One Laptop project officially rolled out in fall 2007, encouraging people in the US to buy a laptop as part of the Give One, Get One campaign. For every laptop purchased, the company would give one to a needy child in a developing country. The government of Ghana joined several other developing countries in signing onto the One Laptop project. As part of the project, the government agreed to purchase additional laptops from OLPC after receiving the pilot computers. The One Laptop Per Child project has 5 key principles. Child ownership. Each child must have his or her own laptop to keep forever. No ages. The laptops are designed for young children aged 6 to 12. Saturation. The goal is digital saturation through whole schools and communities. Connection. Laptops are connected together to a server and to the internet as feasible. Free and open source. The Linux operating system allows for locally produced and culturally relevant tools and content. In spring 2008, the One Laptop Per Child project was deployed in Ghana in 2 4th-grade classrooms, one urban and one rural. So what happened in Ghana?
So we selected one school from an urban area and another school from a rural area, that's a remote village, so that at the end of the pilot, we could see the impact it has on the urban student and in the rural student.
What we decided to do was to avoid, getting to a place where they have virtually every facility, but we wanted to see medium to worse conditions. So we chose one at Bonsaso, which is in the rural community. They don't have electricity. Even the road to the place is not very good, and so on. That was one place where we cited this particular project. And then the other one was, though in the city, but they had problems. But then we made one to be in Accra, but in a place where they also did not have electricity. We had to tap electricity from a nearby building to the school. supposed to be owned by the children according to the contract. If these laptops were to be owned by the children, it meant that government would not have hands in the maintenance of the laptops. And if indeed one of the goals is to ensure that we alleviate the financial burdens on parents and to ensure that children go to school, and then we now come up with an intervention that is only going to worsen the condition of the parents, then did we go or did we come back? So that creates a problem.
Upon all the education on how to handle the laptops, some of the children, started destroying the exos within a matter of months. You see the screen getting broken, power adapters being broken. Some of them even went to the state when they are fighting, they use the laptop to fight. I will hit you.
I think more goes with the durability of the exo. And one thing I think also leads to it being spoiled frequently is that when they give it out to the students, they told them it's very durable, it can fall in water to still work, and when it hits the floor it will still work. So this they are kids. So some even tried that, and then made a lot of them lose it due to that.
The durability of the EXO is also very questionable, and our kids too don't really know how to manage these kind of computers. So it got to a point, most of the chargers were broken down, you have the pins being broken and all that, and there was theft cases too. But as we speak now, most of them are out of use, they're out of order.
Oh, the laptop project, the only challenges was that, the stealing. So, because our school was the only school using the one laptop per child, it was, they posed they were exposed to danger from the other schools, you see. So if a child's laptop is on his table and he's not careful, a child who may be passing from another school will just pick it. And so there was this stealing of the laptops. And some of the children, because some of the parents were not well educated, some could not keep the laptop in good shape. Some got theirs broken, some got theirs falling into water, some got theirs, so there was a lot of problems.
They say it's for us forever, but we didn't know why. Even when they are giving us the EXO, they call our parents before they give the thing to us. But when they were taking it back, they didn't call our parents, they didn't even inform our parents. So that time my mom was asking me where is it, and I said the teacher had collected. He said she didn't understand why they have collected without informing the block.
And yours, there was no problem with it?
No.
Why did they collect it then?
But we are there, and then the teachers called us that the CS, CS, they said that they should collect the extra and then they should bring it. So we give it to them.
Okay, and why did they collect them?
That's one thing we don't know. Actually, we don't know the reason why that they collect.
Because I thought they were yours to keep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But when they come and give the EXO to us, they say that it is for us forever. So when they say that we should bring it, we don't know the reason why that they say that we should bring the EXO. So we give it to him.
And you've never seen it again?
No.
Some students here or some kids here rather like staying in the market to sell with their parents or doing other chores at home to get money. So that goes with that. So at the point in time they I don't want to do this again, I have to come to school. That goes with the age range. But those normal age range are those whose parents force them to the school. It can be 18 or so in class 5.
When they date, it's in front of us, it looks like a toy to them. It looks like a toy to the bigger boys, the older boys. Then one laptop the child. They were just using it like a toy. And I told them it's not a toy, it's a complete machine. It's a complete machine because it can do everything that a bigger laptop can do.
So even when this Exos came in, it was helping at first. But now the Exos even also generated a problem because some students got it, others did not get it. So that, in a way, some people stole those of their friends. And then when it happened like that, now you can't get the whole class having the number of Exos needed for a lesson. So our students have to move in and sit with others for classes can go on. So now also about the screens going off, some Exos freezing, things teaching with the Exos were not very effective at a point in time. It seems almost, I think more over half of the Exos they brought in are not working.
Those in the primary school should be given the laptop so that they continue from where their seniors have gotten to. You see, so when they got to DHS one, that means in the primary school no more one lap per child project, because all of them have come to the DHS. So I was agitating that something of that nature should be done, that the children should be given from the P4 who were given the WSIS, so they should come back. The ministry should come and then give those in P4 and P5 laptops so that they should also continue. But nothing of that nature came.
So you never heard anything?
No, I was told there were a lot of the laptops at the ministry, but nothing came.
At that time, we had about a little over 3 million primary school kids. So if it was for the primary school, it meant that we had to get 3 million pieces. That was going to be suicidal for the economy, I should say. And again, because we have a lot of other needs, to address the challenges that confront education management and development in Ghana. And therefore, if we were to put all our resources into just purchasing laptops, it was going to create a problem. Now, so what that implied was that, assuming that for 1 year we decided to supply all the 3 million, which I knew was not possible because that was very close to our national budget. Connectivity, that was another issue. And as I speak, for both places, that was another problem. No connectivity.
In fact, the one laptop per child is where they promised to connect us to the internet. But because we've stopped using the one laptop, and even the people who are to come to connect, they did not come.
Yeah, they promised that it will be connected to the internet, but that didn't come.
In Accra here, we had wanted to connect the school to the internet because a computer without an internet, is limited. Because we had wanted the teacher really to teach with technology, where the teacher can, connect to the internet, to be able to, download teaching and learning materials, modify it to suit the environment. But we couldn't because the cost of internet back then was very prohibitive, very expensive. So we couldn't connect the school to the internet.
In this current ICT lab, we are being powered on solar. So solar, the sun energy is there. major problem we encounter, because we can't use the laptops from around 6 p.m. going. When we power them from the morning, the power source cannot last for up from 6 p.m. going. So that's one of the major challenges. And also we have some SO laptops around. We don't get enough power to charge all of them and use them at the appropriate time. So those are the challenges we have here.
People who were supposed to train the kids, they themselves were not very conversant in the Linux or the open source software platform, but on the Microsoft platform. So they felt more convenient if it was Microsoft.
I was saying that using the operation system on the machine, which is the Linux was a little bit complex than the Windows.
Initially, what we had wanted to do in the project was that we had wanted to digitize the curriculum.
Yes.
So that we put the curriculum on the server.
Right.
Yeah, so that student and the teacher can access it electronically. But we face some challenges.
Yes.
Yeah, in getting people to develop or to digitize the curriculum for us. There were a lot of challenges in that regard. So we couldn't do that.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's why the onus was on the ministry to ensure that we build the capacity of the teachers and equip them with the relevant skills that will make the education delivery relevant to the needs of our time.
Okay, actually, when we leave them out for them like that, without saying that it is theirs or it is not there, they choose to handle it anyhow. But leaving the children will let them exploit it much. But I was looking at it in another direction, that a child will be able to learn more under the guidance of the teacher.
If you give a child, tell the child that this one laptop is for you, he's going away with it. Like my school. All those who are giving the laptops, they have gone away with it. But if it's in a lab, all children will have access to it. Then the number of years that the children will be in the school, they'll be using it, and it'll be there for them. Every child will come there and use. But when they bring in the one laptop per child, the child is the bona fide of the child. So when he's going away, he won't give it to anybody. He goes away with it.
You see, these days, some children are not responsible. So most of the laptops are spoiled. But those who come to repair them are no more coming. And we don't have funds to repair them. We don't have people to repair them. Teachers can't repair them. Yes. But now that the laptops are all spoiled, we don't have any. What we have here, I think we have only 7 computers in our computer lab. And we need more.
The XO laptops were not sold in shops here, let alone the parts. So they were just not available. It meant that they had to make arrangements to import these parts. This was going to permanently make us, should I say, slaves?
Okay, do you notice that there are very many girls in the cafe?
No. You don't see many girls. Only one girl.
Okay, all right. And what about you? Do you ever have time to go to the cafe?
To me, I don't have time to.
No time for the cafe, yeah. And how about you? Do you have time for the cafe?
That is for me, most times. I always go to cafe. After school, they don't have anything to do now. They don't cook, they don't do anything. But we girls, when we go home, we have to have mother to prepare something. So guys have time with girls. The only free time you get is maybe when you are learning.
Okay.
Because if you're not learning, you'll be working, doing other things.
Boys have more free time than the girls because they usually have our mothers when we are not in. So we have the free time more than they do. I usually spend my time at the cafe, read my books, at least hang with my friends.
Maybe some of the girls, they will not help as they do the housework. So when they are going, their mother will complain about going to the cafe.
Going to cafe will not be possible for a girl because sometimes some people turn it into ritual. Some people to do bad things, went to watch polo, these bad films on internet.
With the cafes around, the place is a little bit densely populated. And most of the boys do is that they engage themselves in what they call sakawa, internet fraud. So if you're a girl and you go to the cafe, you are also grouped under that category. And as a result of that, most girls are not allowed to access the facility in the community.
If you're a girl and you enter a cafe, then that means you are someone like someone who is irresponsible. Because they know, as for the boys, the boys, they allow them to do whatever they like. But the girls, you should stay at home and help your parents. That's their culture. And most of these children, the homes they are coming from, they do a lot of work. Helping the parents in the household chores, cooking, washing, baking, selling. That's what goes on there at the Nima community. When they go home, they have to help in the home. So they don't have ample time to visit the cafe. As a girl, you have to you abstain, you have to live up to expectation before you marry.
I don't know, but it seems they have been brainwashed in a way, or they have been indoctrinated in a way that the computer and accessories and anything about a computer is for boys. So now that we are educating them bit by bit to change that ideology, for them to also participate and partake in computer studies.
Well, in fact, we have a particular division, I should say a department within the Ghana Education Service called the Girl Child Education Unit. They are responsible for ensuring that all those kinds of stereotypes, and thinking that this is for that, this is for that, those things are being eroded. And now we have, for example, we have WITED, Women in Technology Education. Women in Technical Education. Now that's another department, another unit that is responsible for encouraging girls to also get involved in the traditionally men-dominated vocations, trades. Apart from that, we also had what we call the Girls Clinic. That was STME, Science, Technology and Mathematics Education for Girls. Initially, that was the name. Science, Technology and Mathematics Education for Girls. So that was a forum to actually challenge our girls to really come up. And it came up with tremendous results.
Do you know if any of these gender advocacy groups for education, were any of them involved in the planning and implementing of this OLPC in the two pilot schools?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Women than quite for my said because I buy my best name. And you ran my top man down the plan, my mother, my darling costume. A mother said, I'm off the school back. I'm also calling Sylvia. My father born was again. And also the trouble with one as I come before now here. Go, Janet Hanson. Bema say your pon school back. Your pon school is your kufia. Or ban the Bayan. Save you for folk and your boa. Obana be ya bibia ntina be man de ni oji agoro ni obobo oye wi ana be man akoso no ma wo
That gender club is not from anybody, it's an activity added to gender coordinators to be done. We started with the girls at first, because I'm pretty sure that amongst them the girls are not going to school. When you find percentage of boys up to the girls are low. Their performances are also low, in amongst them especially. And they also, you see most of them at the age 17, they are having babies at their backs. So these clubs meant to Amasia West or any district that any gender coordinator is that if this is formed, you have got the specified activities that they are going to do to let them have interest in school. This is the beginning that they have started. So after the inauguration, they are going to have several activities from community to community, not the school-based club like this. This club will come. That's why these soldier people, soldier boys also, cadet people, peoples came here. They are from the next community, gender club. So they are coming to join. So they are doing a collaboration in all the schools because they are all having the clubs.
So only one. Now where did you? And then I say, what then? One year saying what me I
Kwawe